What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here, once again for video number 2. Video number 2 on your 2 for Wednesday. Right here, this time on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore, if you didn't know that by now. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and all my other channels, which are down there in my pants in the description box below. And as always, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and share the video all over the internet. And tap and slap that bell, basically treat it like it's your bitch. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. That's pretty much it. That's that. If this is your first time watching, thank you for watching, and welcome to the party, pal! And I hope you enjoyed the ride. That's pretty much it. Alright, it's Wednesday evening, Wednesday night here in the Northeast. And you know what that means? We got AEW Dynamite coming up in about an hour from now. Should be some good shit. We're going to hear, speaking of good shit, we're going to hear from the Cowboy. Hangman Adam Page is probably going to talk some cowboy shit. You know, after beating Moxley in that Texas death match, we're going to hear from Ricky Starks. And we got a couple of good matches on the show. We got Orange Cassidy and Jay Lethal for the All-Atlantic title. And we got Boydlow taking on Powerhouse Will Hobbs for the TNT title if Wardlow got his title back because he got stolen from his car on Sunday. Should never keep your belt in the car. Morons. Anyway, so we got all that coming up at 8 o'clock. And all that good shit. Check out my first video of the day down below in the description box below. I did an unbagging of my new shirt, my In This Moment shirt. So check it out on the Metal God channel. So you got that. Alright, on video number 2, right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. Thank you for watching once again. It is time for your abbreviated NXT Roadblock review for March the 7th, 2023 from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Alright, we had a commentary team of that creepy man with the creepy jacket, Vic Joseph and Booker T, sucker! So we had that. Last night was a pretty decent show, not great. Had a little scary incident at the end with the NXT Women's Champion Rok-C, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But we start off the evening, and I'm not gonna go into a lot of analysis, but I'm gonna go as much as I can in my time limit. I only got 33 minutes, so I'm gonna go really quickly here. So that's pretty much it. I would have went live, but I thought I had plans to do when I had things to do a couple hours ago, and well, they got canceled as always. But it is what it is. Thought I had the freaking plumber that was gonna come, and he never came. Well, maybe try for later this week, but you know, sometimes they're busy, and sometimes, you know, they just don't call. You don't come, you know. Morons. They're morons. That's why you pay them so much to not come. It is what it is. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so we started off Roadblock last night with match number 1, a jailhouse street fight, otherwise known as a prison match. The object of the match is to put your opponent in a jail cell. So we had the Big Boss Man 2.0, Dominic Dijak, taking on, hey, my cousin, get in here, my cousin, how you doing? Get in here, my paisan, hey. My cousin, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Tony D'Angelo, who buys you a chicken Parmesan hero for $2. $2! It is good, too. $2! And with him is his right-hand man, Channing Lorenzo Stacks. So, this was a pretty decent match. Not great, but pretty damn good. Kind of went back and forth. I liked how, I think it was Big Joseph, called Dominic Dijak the Big Boss Man. You got that from me first, though. But I digress. Anyway, kind of went back and forth inside and outside the ring. Tony tried to get Dijak in the prison cell early, but Dijak stopped it. Then he tried to do it. Tony D stopped it, and then we get kind of near the end, and Channing Stacks gets involved, tries to helps out his good buddy Tony D before because he almost got locked in the cell, and Stacks had to save him a couple times, and got beat up by Dijak and got hit with Feast Your Eyes. And then Tony D got hit. Then he was about to lose. And then he grabbed a crowbar from where inside the cell. I don't know where the hell was that. And he smacked Dijak in the head, knocked him out, and Dijak fell into the cell. Tony D closed the door and locked it. Not 1, 2, 3, but Tony D is your winner in just under 11 and a half minutes. So there you go. Tony D puts the Big Boss Man 2.0 in jail, where he belongs. And that's pretty much it. So, my cousin is your winner. That's the way it should be. Because Tony D is the GOAT of NXT. Don't take it from me, take it from Issa. But is what it is. Alright, so I gave that match 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we hear from Roxanne Perez, who's facing Maiko Satomura for the NXT Women's Championship. She's nervous. She pushed herself to beyond her limits, training, but she's still ready to fight. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Kiana James' office. We see the lovely Kiana James and her assistant, Giovanna. Oh. Anyway, Josh Briggs comes in and basically wants, it's like, what's going on with you and Virgin Boy, Brooks Jensen? Then we see some flowers on her desk. It says her name. It's like, hey, who sent you flowers? And she takes the envelope, well, not even like a little card with her name on it, puts her in a planner. And says, you're right. I want to make it up to Jensen, blah, blah, blah. I'll call him later. So, so Kiana's kind of concerned about, kind of ruining Valentine's Day. Well, Jensen's like, I've ruined your date. I could have got my dick sucked. And, So Kiana's like, all right. So we get that. So we'll see what happens with Virgin Boy and Kiana James and the whole Fallon Henley Briggs thing. It's a mess. It's a mess. Let's see what happens with that. Maybe second time's the charm for Jensen, but we'll see. Let me move on. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we have the NXT Tag Team Champions, Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang. They come out. They call out the Yes Boys. Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. They come up on the platform. Basically, they want a title match, and Gallus like, what do we gotta do to get you in this fucking ring? So Yes Boys like, well, give us a title shot. And they're like, we're not here to fight. It's like, we're gonna kick your ass anyway. So Pretty Deadly goes to the ring. We have a big brawl. And Gallus stands tall as the Yes Boys run away a little bit. So, looks like at Stand and Deliver, we're gonna get that match for the NXT Tag Team titles. Hopefully they change. Because I like to see the Yes Boys get the win and become 2 or 3-time NXT Tag Team Champions before they go up to the main roster. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a Lyra Valkyria promo. She's not pleased with the Screamer Girl, Stevie Turner, because she's here for a fight, and she wants the women's title. So she talks about Maiko and Rok-C, so I guess she's got next. What about Tiffany Stratton? So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, then we see the newest signee to NXT, Dragon Lee. He was in the crowd, so we saw him. So we're going to be seeing him probably after Stand and Deliver. Why couldn't wait till then? Or maybe there's a surprise. Jay White, anyone? Maybe Ibushi? We'll see on April 1st. We shall see. Alright. that's it for that. All right, then we go to, I believe this is match number, match number 2. We got 6-man tag team action. We had Indus Shear of Veer and Sangha, along with Jinder My Balls. They take on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, along with the NXT World Heavyweight Champion, Braun Breaker. So, Indus Shear, all of them came at the same time. That sounded weird, but okay. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. We had a fight early on the outside. Faces kind of win that exchange. Then we go to break. We come back. Kind of goes back and forth. Sangha comes in to run Julius over. And then Julius kind of hits like an angle slam on Sangha. Braun Breaker gets the hot tag, scores with a moonsault. And then Julius comes in, hits one hell of a 450 for a near fall. They go for the Doomsday Device, but got broken up. Sangha runs Julius over, then a side slam middle rope elbow gets a near fall, and then all 6 men are in the ring. Everything breaks down, but eventually Braun Breaker spears Sangha, and then Jinder My Balls. And then Julius slams Veer, nice power by the man, which sets up the Doomsday Brutus Ball. Not Butterball, Brutus Ball. And they get the win in just over 11 minutes. So there you go. So the Creeds and Braun Breaker get the win. Also, Carmelo Hayes was on commentary, but we'll talk about those two in a minute. And we move on. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we get a long-ass video for Gigi Dolan and Casey Jane, the Battle of Toxic Attraction. That match is coming up in a little bit. So we got that. Check my time, okay. Alright, then we go to, I think, the segment of the night. I did it! Grayson Waller comes out for his talk show, wastes no time in introducing his guest, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. He didn't need Jannetty. Yep. He still doesn't need Jannetty. But anyway, so he comes out, Waller's like, it's like, I would have freaked out here if this was like 12 years, since I was 12 years old. He's like kind of kissing HBK's ass. He's like, I was a Bret Hart guy, though. And then Shawn's like, oh, we're going there again? We're really going there again? And then the fans chant HB Shizzle. Blah, blah, blah. Then they go back at it. Waller says, I won the Iron Survivor Challenge. I said it was taking over. And why are you treating me like shit? We used to be pals. Now you're treating me like shit. Blah, blah, blah. Waller says Shawn is only in the gorilla position every week because Triple H had a heart attack. Oh. Damn. So Shawn's like, God, you got me on that one. Like, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. And then they get right down to it. Grace is like, that's it. Me, you, at Stand and Deliver. What do you say there, HBK? So HBK's like, well, no. People have basically wanted dream matches for the last 10 years. I mean, he brought up, like, people, a lot of people, like, the Undisputed Era. Uh-oh. Why don't you say his name? Say his name, and he'll appear. Adam Cole, baby! Say it! Anyway, who else did he mention? He mentioned, like, Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Io. Thank you there, Shawn. Thank you. And then, he's like, all those are part of NXT Black and Gold 1.0, and then there was 2.0 after, when all that, Carmelo Hayes people came in, blah, blah, blah. Then Wall's like, I'm a part of it. I'm a team player. And, blah, blah, blah. So Shawn's like, that ain't true of you now. You're not a team player. You want to, like, piss everybody off. So that pisses off Grayson Waller. Shawn doesn't see what's right in front of him. And then Shawn's like, enough! And then it's like, people have been running me down for 40 years, but do not, and he's like, tells Grayson Waller, do not run this brand into the ground. And Waller's like, well, if you're not going to do it, then, well, It's like, if nobody else is going to do it and you're not going to do it, why don't you do something about it, Shawn, basically, he says. So he's like, me, you, stand and deliver. So Shawn takes off his jacket. Then he mentions, over a decade, people have challenged me to dream matches, blah, blah, blah. Everyone wants to fight me. But the reality is that, someone even better than Shawn, who's NXT day one, basically, almost day one, he bleeds NXT, and he says, and, HBK says, you're not gonna fight me, you're gonna fight this man. And the crowd's like kind of, noticing, I think they said Johnny, they were chanting Johnny, and then Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano comes out to a humongous pop. Humongous. I think the roof came off the Capitol Wrestling Center. So he gets in the ring, they have a brawl. Walter bails after he almost got kicked right in the face. So there's match number 1 for Stand and Deliver, and that's going to be Grayson Waller against Johnny Gargano. So they kind of ran that back after about a year since Gargano left NXT thanks to Grayson Waller. Oh well. So we'll see that. I think it's going to be a good match. That might be the match of the night, but we'll see. So it should be a good match. I think Johnny Gargano should win the match because Grayson's like, I don't want to be here right now. I don't like the fans. I don't like you. And this and that. It's like, okay, send him to the main roster to suck. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, if Grayson wins, then where does he go from here? Did he finally pull the trigger and give him a world title or even the North American title? Or does Johnny win, but where does he go? So basically, like, whoever wins, what happens? I don't know. If Johnny wins, you can't really, it's not really doing so great on the main roster right now. His wife, Candice, is injured, supposedly injured with a shoulder injury. That's why she hasn't been on Raw the last couple weeks. So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. All right, so I gave that whole segment 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, then we go to the Battle of Toxic Attraction. Gigi versus JC. I don't know why Gigi got the jobber's entrance. Come on. Or as Roman would say, come on! Come on, Shawn, really? Anyway, JC gets her entrance. Then they go to the floor. Then they had a big humongous brawls. We go to commercial. We come back. Go back in. A little bit of mat wrestling. Gigi's in control, knocking JC down. Basically, Gigi was beating the fuck out of her, and JC got a little bit of offense in. I mean, with a neck breaker, Gigi comes right back with an abdominal stretch, and then she hits. I thought it looked like a abdominal stretch into a roll up, but somebody told me it was a abdominal stretch into a crucifix bomb. But anyway, Gigi gets the win in just under 8 minutes. That was it. I thought it was going to be like a humongous brawl. But maybe we'll get that at Stand and Deliver because it doesn't end with this match. Because, Gigi got the win. Match again, 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, JC basically beat the fuck out of Gigi. And looked like she no-sold the crucifix bomb and waited for Gigi to get up and then beat her up. And then she was about to pillmanize her neck. And then the referees come out and break it up. And then Gigi's like, this ain't over! So it's probably going to be another match. Maybe a last woman standing match at Stand and Deliver. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week on the program. So we're 4 weeks away from... Yeah, 3 weeks away from Stand and Deliver. And WrestleMania, of course, and Night 1 and Night 2. 4 weeks away from Easter. So we're about a month away from Easter already. And don't forget Sunday to turn your clocks forward. And that's pretty much it. The goddamn Mets. Mets are playing Nicaragua today. because the World Baseball Classic has started. With some teams are playing, not playing other countries. Some of them are, but some of them are not for some odd reason. I know the United States is facing the San Francisco Giants tonight. It is what it is. I mean, the Mets are playing Nicaragua. I didn't say that other word. That country of Nicaragua. Yeah, that country. And they're losing 2-0 already. Top of the, I think it's top of the 5th inning. Max Scherzer gave up a home run in the 2nd inning. Coming off the horrible fucking tie last night, up 5-1 in the 9th, and you blow it. Typical Mets. Typical. But, I mean, doesn't count, so, but, you know, something to look at, but, you know, 5-1, you blow it. Feels like the regular season, which is 22 days away, by the way. 3 weeks from tomorrow is baseball. And I got my book. Well, my book's... Where's my book? Oh, my book's over there. I showed my book off. But in 2 weeks, I'll be doing my baseball review. Well, yeah, preview, not review. So I'll be doing that. So get ready, Yankee fans and Met fans and all you other fans. Let me move on with that. Alright, so Gigi gets the win. JC gets the last laugh, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to Jensen and Fallon Henley. Jensen apologizes to her about the whole Kiana James stuff. They kind of, you know, say the same thing. So, like, you're thinking, like, is Jensen is falling for Fallon Henley? Is there a swap here? What's going on here? So Briggs comes in and tells Jensen, hey, nice job on the flowers. And Jensen's like, what? But anyway, so Briggs is like, I talked to Kiana, everything's fine, she's gonna call you. She's gonna call you later. And then Jensen gets the call, and he takes a couple of minutes. He's like, ooh, it's Kiana. Let me get in the character. Hey girl, what kind of panties you wearing? That's something I would do, but I'd be like, what's up, baby? Hey, baby. What color panties you got on? You ready for this dick? Something like that. But anyway, so it looks like they have a date. So Jen's like, oh, we got a date. I'm gonna get my dick sucked this time. I'm out. So he leaves, and then Fallon's like, something's up. Something is up with those roses. And then Briggs is like, well, you were wrong the last time. Fallon's like, I got an idea. I have an idea. So I'm like, oh no, another cock block. Come on. Can you let the guy get his dick sucked already, Fallon Henley? Come on. Jesus Christ. Man, come on. Let him get the first base at least. Jeez. That's what I hate. You know, when you go to a club, you know, you see this hot girl, and you know she has a friend that's like, ooh, there's a guy over there that's been staring at you all night. Go over there and talk to him. And the girl's like, should I? I think he's kind of cute. Yeah, he's cute. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there. No, don't go over. And then the girl pushes you over. Pushes the girl over, and then you talk, you know, you're vibing a little bit, you know, you get a number and everything, and, you know, near the end of the night, you know, you're dancing, you're vibing and everything, she's grinding on your dick. I mean, come on. You know, you want to take her home, you should make sure she's DTF, maybe. If you don't know what DTF means, you haven't watched Jersey Shore. So, you know, you want to take her home, maybe she's DTF, and she's vibing you, she wants to suck your dick and fuck you, and then, you go on near the end of the night, and then the girl's like, you're coming with me! You gotta work tomorrow! The girl's like, no, I want to suck his dick! No, you gotta work tomorrow! And then the girl's like, fuck, I'll call you! And then she doesn't call you for about 2 weeks. Or ever. And then you're like, fuck, I got cock blocked! Fuck! That's how it is. That's how it is. I got that a couple times. I got cock blocked a few times. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. when I went to the club, back in my clubbing days, I got cock blocked a few times by my friends. By my friends and the girls I wanted to fuck. Because there were some girls I wanted to fuck. I mean, so bad. I danced with this one hot Puerto Rican chick. Not like Issa's Puerto Rican chick, but you know. But anyway, I danced with this hot Puerto Rican chick one time. I know I'm going off topic, and I gotta finish this. But man, I danced with her. She was like grinding on my dick so good, and then she just like dancing behind me. And she took my hands. My hands were on her hips, and then she just took my hands and like put them right on her tits. I'm like, oh, God. It's like shit. She's down the fuck. I'm like, I'm taking this bitch home, man. I don't care. But this is like way before Rose's days. You know, way before. Well, a long time ago. And then these like freaking guys came up to her, try to, you know, her friend, and try to you know, do stuff to her, and she like, I didn't want to do anything because I know I'm not like that type of guy. But long story short, her friend took her away before I tried to get her number. But I mean, I think she lived in the Bronx, which is a not great part of New York that I want to go to. Yeah, she could have met me halfway, but damn, she was hot though, man. She was hot, not like Issa hot, but hot, or Rosa hot. She was hot. But I got cock blocked. What do you want me to do? Well, now I got Rosa, so I don't have to get cock blocked all the time. Sometimes I still do, and I want to fuck Rosa, and she's like, no, I don't want to do. I got my period. I'm like, yeah, right. See, that happens too, you know, when you're with your girl, you want to fuck her, and you're like, no. You get cock blocked when you're ready to go. You know? She's like, I don't want to do it. I got a headache. I got my period. Bullshit. You're just not ready for the D, that's why. You don't want to go a few rounds because you want what happened the night before. Or whatever. But anyway, move on. We're moving on. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, really quickly, after that, we get interrupted by the champ. Braun Breaker comes out and basically said it's time to set up the main event for Stand and Deliver. He calls out Carmelo Hayes. They go back and forth, and then in the end, they make the match, and the match is official for Stand and Deliver for the Heavyweight Championship of the World. Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes. And you remember, guys, when Melo shoots, he don't miss, and he will not miss at Stand and Deliver, because we will have a new champ. Hopefully. Because I think Braun Breaker's going to go to the main roster, probably be either on Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania. But we'll see. And we move on. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. We got Thea Hale meditating with Tyler Bate. And Duke Hudson doesn't really buy his snake oil, whatever that means. So we got that, blah, blah, blah. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Joe Gacy and Mr. Chase. Joe Gacy gets the win after a handspring lariat, thanks to a distraction from Ava Rain on the floor. You know, Thea got the courage to stand up to her, but really didn't do anything and cost Mr. Chase the match. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, then we go to the Witches of NXT, Easter Dawn and Alba Fire. They're in the woods, under the full moon. Ow! And basically getting really spooky. And they talk about Casey Catanzaro and Kanan Carter, and then the women's tag team champions, Kiana James and Fallon Henley. So it looks like they're going to get the belts. But we'll see what happens with that. So I give that a creepy 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Andre Chase telling Thea Hale that he's proud of her for standing up to Ava Rain. And then Duke Hudson gets all pissy and says, hey, Mr. Chase, you lost! And Chase U is a bloody joke! He's out. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Looks like there's cracks in the university. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we got Wesley, the North American champion, issues an open challenge for next week, and that gets answered by A-Kid Axiom. Oh, that match is going to be a banger next week. Banger! That's all I can say about that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then we end with the women's title match between Rok-C and the final boss, Meiko Satomura. Pretty good match, lasted exactly 14 minutes. Meiko beat the fuck out of her, but somehow, some way, they go outside. Rok-C hits, I can't talk. Rok-C hits Pop Rocks. And then Meiko hits Scorpio Rising for a near fall with the foot on the rope to save the title for Rok-C. But Rok-C comes right back and scores the win with a basic 1905 fruit roll-up. 1, 2, 3, still your women's champion, Rok-C. Match I gave 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, Meiko gives her the belt. The referee raises their hands, and then Rok-C just collapsed. And the referee's like, what the fuck happened? And then he's like, get the medic! And he's checking on her. Booker T comes in the ring. Everybody's like, is this real? Is this fake? What's going on here? So Rok-C gets taken out on a stretcher, and it gets put into an ambulance. And then, kind of doing the Shawn Michaels, got a heart attack, got a concussion, and then the next match he fainted type of storyline. So people are thinking this will work. And then we got an update that she stayed overnight at the hospital. So probably get more later this week and maybe on Tuesday night on the program. I don't know if this will work. It might be real. I don't know. But it just feels almost like Shawn Michaels fainting after he got a concussion. I think after facing Psycho Sid, back in the day. So. But they didn't put up the X, so it looks like it's a work to most people, but we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I gotta go, folks, and that's pretty much it. So, pretty decent episode of NXT last night. Roadblock was pretty decent, so I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell, and all that good shit. That's it. All right, we got Dynamite coming up in 35 minutes. So we'll see what happens with that tonight. I might be back later tonight live for your AEW review. But if not, most likely tomorrow, along with Raw, because I got to do Raw. We got Ring of Honor tomorrow night. So probably a big day of stuff tomorrow. But we'll see what happens with that. So anyway, I got to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, rock on and rock hard with your cooch. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's all I got to say about that. Until next time, peace. Ha!